Oh, yeah, yeah.
And do you think that's changed and why?
Winning solves a lot of things. So I would say yes. And culture solves a lot of things too. Just kind of the reputation of culture has a big weight around the league. And being able to look forward to coming into work is something that we appreciate here. And then putting some wins on top of that kind of makes it like a dream scenario.
Kind of a revamped offensive line for you. How excited are you to get out there game day and see what this group can do as far as the run game?
Yeah, we haven't got out there as a group yet, through preseason. It's been all practice, so really excited, really excited to get out the gates and see what we can do. And, whether it's in the pass game or the run game, I'm looking forward to us coming alive.
I'm not sure if it's a small thing or a big thing, but the new digs. When you walk in and see the new digs.
The new digs.
This locker room.
That's what they call them, digs?
Well, yeah, old guys call it
That's an old term or something? This is the lockers. This is the lockers. No, this is the locker.
No,
it's definitely, it's an upgrade from where we were before. So we appreciate ownership stepping up and making sure that, hey, we have everything that we want in this place, because we're going to spend a lot of time in this locker room and this practice field. So I think it's a good testament just to kind of this, again, that culture from not just the coaches but top down.
Divisional game right out of the gate. What is that like from a player's perspective?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome because, we got to win our division, to get to where we want to go. And starting out early is a great time, great opportunity to come out strong and set the tone.
At any level of football, what's so special about that first game of the season? Pop Warner, high school, college, pros. What makes this game special?
Yeah, just kicking it off, getting the jitters out, getting back into the routine. Football, I've been playing for 20-plus years now. Every single fall I've strapped it up. And so it's become part of who I am as a person, and it's just that new beginning to being back in the fall swing of things. So I'm looking forward to it and getting out there with some new teammates.
A lot of playmakers.
Sorry.
You're good.
Last year, you often talked about your time with Justin Herbert, seeing a stud rookie quarterback come on. What is it like going into year 2 with Jaden?
Yeah, I mean, he's had the year that he had last year, and now looking to build on that. It's going to be awesome. He's just more comfortable. He understands the playbook a lot more, moving a lot faster mentally, and so I just know that's going to continue to help us even elevate our offense even more and bringing in some more playmakers, offensive line as well. So we have the sky is the limit right now, and it's up to us to go out there and help Jaden, play at the capacity that he can play.
A lot of aggressive playmakers up front for that Giants D-line. How do you take advantage of that kind of aggression?
It's not necessarily a take advantage, but being in the right spot, right time, doing the right plays, and understanding and respecting the opponent, making sure that you give them the respect that they deserve, making sure you get the chips, making sure you keep an eye on the middle guy, Dexter. They got the new rookie that's come in that's made some splash plays, showing some athleticism. So it's giving respect where respect is due. And I say you earn that extra chip, you earn that respect, and there's some werewolves out there that'll be game wreckers, and it's our job, as the last line of defense with Jaden to not let that happen.
Austin, earlier last year you dealt with some injuries over the course of the year. How excited are you to be going into this season healthy and have the opportunity you have to do probably what you wanted to do last year?
It's the same mentality regardless, whether you're going through injury or not. You're trying to get to a point where, hey, if I'm on the field, I'm doing everything I can to make an impact. If I'm not on the field, I'm doing everything I can to get back on. So try to keep my head healthy this year. It was 2 concussions last year, unfortunately. Thankfully, it wasn't anything else. I can handle a light concussion, but I'm excited to get back out there.
Thanks, Austin.
Just how are your fantasy teams looking?
Fantasy, hey, they're looking strong. They're coming through strong. We got, this year I don't have as many as I have in the past. Only one this year with some of the old heads from the league, and I don't know if they know what they're doing. So I think it's going to be pretty easy the league this year.
Trying to get Jaden?
I do. I have Jaden and I have myself. So those are the only 2 things I can really control. I can contribute to Jaden, and I can always control myself. For sure. Yep.
I mean, another week 1. Obviously, last year, but what's the excitement level for you guys facing off against a division rival right off the bat?
Man, anytime you get to touch the grass, you should be excited because you don't know how many opportunities you get, A, and B, like, you get to do what you love at the end of the day. So I'm excited to just go out there, play ball, go hoop with the guys, have some fun, man. That's what makes it enjoyable, playing at home. Week 1 opener, to be excited, be electric. That's what football is about. Nice weather. Can't beat it.
Obviously, being on the grass is what matters for you. I know how you're wired, but there's a lot of talk. We've seen some of it in the preseason, expanded role. How much does that mean for you leading into a year where maybe it's not just specials, it's more on defense, it's more Revo out there?
That's how I've always carried myself. I mean, I prepared like I was playing even when I wasn't. because you just never know when that moment comes. In 2020, that moment happened like week 8 for me. You get guys go down and boom, now you up. So nobody cares about you haven't got reps or you haven't got looks. At the end of the day, right, like they expect the same level of, competitiveness when you're out there compared to whoever's out there. So it's exciting, man. You work for something for so long and you finally get there, and now it's about, doing what you always said that you would do, and just going out there competing and having fun and being me. At the end of the day, being me is what got me here.
Better keep it up.
Expect more. Yeah.
Thank you. That moment might be like.
I mean, I know it's gonna be special, but I mean, I'm just gonna treat it like any other game. I mean, you just gotta go out there and play. So I mean, I'm gonna treat it like I treated the first 3 preseason games. So I'm definitely ready.
And we talked to you in the preseason just about what you've gone through and all the complications of your playing time at the end of college, to have the full training camp, to have the full preseason, and now to have an NFL season ahead of you. Just how special is that?
I mean, it definitely been a long journey. I mean, not being able to play my last year of college football, I mean, that was something tough I had to go through. But now actually being able to have a full season with a team, I mean, I've been waiting on this moment a long time.
And then real quick, we asked Austin the same question, but before you guys in this running back room, having all the different skill sets you have, what do you guys feel you can provide to this offense as a group?
I think a lot of versatility. I mean, we got a lot of guys who can catch out the backfield. We got guys who can go get some dirty yards. We got guys who can take it to the house at any moment. So I mean, it's definitely a blessing to have these guys around, because we even push each other to be better every day. So I mean, I love playing with them.
Bill, you mentioned, you missed the last year of college. Then you're a 7th-round rookie, make the team. It's week 1, NFC East, Giants coming. What is that roller coaster like?
I always said 7th round don't mean nothing to me. I can play ball, and I mean they found me, so it's gonna be good. I don't really like to talk about what I'm gonna do, but I mean I feel like a 7th rounder don't mean nothing for me, at least.
What does this offense look like for you now that you're practicing with Terry and Noah, and you're starting to see kind of the full complement and how Cliff game plans for an opponent? How excited are you starting to get for what this could look like?
Very good. We got a lot of athletes around us, and I mean, we got guys that can do everything on this offense, and I'm definitely ready to just go to war with them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need. Run through the smoke.
All right, so how is Terry McLaurin feeling after all that you've been through?
Yeah.
And then back here now, and we just talked to Jaden. He said, it's not and you just said it on the field, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited just to focus on football now. You know what I mean? I think obviously the business side of football has to be taken care of, and that's done now, so I can just focus on football. And it's been great practicing the last few days. I'm in great shape. I'm feeling really good. Great thing about it is, I'm working with Jaden again this year, which is great for me, and being in the same offense. So nothing has been new, so it's just about, honing in on the game plan for this week and fine-tuning the details of that. But I'm excited just to be back out there on the field and playing football.
Terry, do you feel like you have to be limited at all? Can you go full game right now, no snap count, so to speak?
Yeah, I'm just going to take it snap by snap, but I feel like I'm in great shape right now. They've been doing a great job just easing me back into practice, but I'm trying to steal reps here and there, get as many as I can. But at the same time, just listening to the training staff and working me back into things. But I feel great, and I know DQ and Cliff and Bobby trust me, and so I'm going to be communicative throughout this week and how I'm feeling on Sunday. But as of right now, I feel really good to go.
Terry, how do you know this team is ready to go? What have you seen over the last couple of weeks that makes you believe this team is ready to rock on Sunday?
Yeah, I believe there's a extreme focus going into this week, and obviously it's easy to be excited for week 1, but I just think the attention to detail has been very on point. Taking care of the football in practice, guys who are catching the ball are keeping it high and tight and finishing 3, 4, 5 stripes down the field. Defense is going to punch the ball out, and when you're going into week 1, taking care of the football and creating turnovers is the 2 key important things, offense and defense, and also limiting penalties. So I feel like our discipline is going to have to be very on point going into this week because it's going to be a 4-quarter battle.
You mentioned
second year with Jaden. Yeah. What growth have you seen from year 1 to year 2?
Yeah, I think his ability to just process things even faster than he already was last year. His ability to put the ball where it needs to be, depending on the defensive backs or the defender's leverages, is amazing in zone. He knows how to put it on the right shoulder to kind of tell the receiver which way you should drop step and knife. He's doing a great job at back shoulder. I remember watching the film during camp, and I came up to him. I was like, there it goes, you know what I mean? And he kind of smiled like he was working on that in the off season. And that's just the timing that it takes to get that down in practice. But you can see that the game has slowed down for him. I know he said that for himself. So I know he's excited just to go out there and execute. And I think as a receiver group, we just got to go out there and make plays for him. Everybody's going to be hyped up. There's going to be a lot of energy in that building. And I feel like as a receiver group, we could help our quarterback ease into the game by making whatever ball comes our way. So that's our focus, and being able to run for 4 quarters. So anybody with Jaden back there has to be alive on each and every play, because no route is dead in this offense, especially when you have him at quarterback.
You mentioned playing with him again. That's the first for you to play with the same quarterback, same offense in your career here.
Yeah, it goes a long way, and I think being a receiver, it's a very dependent position, and just being a receiver. But then when you factor in, you have the opportunity to have the same quarterback and the same offensive coordinator, same offense. It allows you to come into this season taking a step forward than what you did last year. And I think as an offense, we did some great things last year, and for myself and Jaden, we really grew as a quarterback and receiver, and we really got a feel of knowing where each other is going to be on each and every rep. And so now it's just about fine-tuning the details, because we haven't had all those reps in the off season. But again, it's like riding a bike. Truly it is. It's like we have to really talk about each and every route, because we just have a great feel for the game. We're both students of the game, and then at the end of the day, whatever he wants, I'm gonna do that. So and he knows I'm down there somewhere. So at the end of the day, like, the continuity has been great, because I felt like you haven't had to start from ground one, ground zero. So it's exciting to go into this week and this season knowing that I have the same quarterback and the same offense, because it just allows you to hit the ground running.
Terry, what is Debo, do you think, going to mean for you in terms of route running, getting open?
Debo's a dog, man. I think I don't use that term loosely, what a dog is, and I think when he's out there on the field, you feel his energy, you feel his presence. When he touches the football, you see guys are maybe a little hesitant to come up and try to make plays on him because of how physical he is with his yards after the catch and his ability to lower his shoulder and make guys miss. And I think one thing that really stuck out to me watching him this offseason, his ability to win down the field. I don't think he's got enough credit for that, and maybe that's because of what maybe he was asked to do in San Fran. But in this offense, when we have a vertical stretch to our offense, you have to be able to do everything. So he's playing the slot, he's playing Z, he's playing out the backfield. So he's that guy where he touches the football, he can make things happen. So that's really exciting to have another threat on the opposite side of the field who the defense has to account for. A guy who's played in a lot of high-profile games, multiple Super Bowls, countless championship games. So the moment's not too big for him, and I know he's super hungry to help us get to where we want to get to this year. And I know he's excited to show the type of receiver that he is again and remind everybody. So he's been extremely helpful and humble, and he's another great veteran voice to have on our offense and in our receiver room.
As long as you've been to that.
With Debo and some of the other new pieces that you've gotten, how much different do you think the offense will look? I mean, obviously, same system and quarterbacks.
Right.
Will it look different?
Yeah, I think Cliff does a great job of mixing things up, and I think he also does a really good job of playing to our strengths. And obviously, we haven't played a game yet this season, so we have a lot of great pieces, but you don't know what you have until you get out there and you play the football game. The great thing about it, I think we're coached at a really high level, and we have a lot of vets on the offensive side of the ball, and we have guys who've played a lot of football, so we'll be able to hit the ground running. But at the same time, guys have to be ready to make their plays across the board. And I think that's a great thing about having, like a quarterback like Jaden, his ability to pass the ball around to multiple receiving threats. It could be Bates, it could be myself, it could be Zach, it could be Jalen, it could be Noah, it could be the running backs, it could be so many different guys in this offense who could really make plays with the ball in their hands. And Cliff does a good job of trying to put us in a situation to be successful and play to our strengths. So I know we're going to be an offense that plays with tempo. I know we're going to play with discipline, and we're going to do our best to take care of the football, because that's what we're going to have to do to give ourselves a chance to win the game. But we also have to be explosive, you know what I mean? And I think that comes with our yards after the catch and guys blocking down the field for guys if you don't have the ball in your hand, and continue to make the tough plays when we're called upon.
Can we get the bonus question on the locker room?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The locker room.
Yeah.
You've been here a long time. You
Yeah.
walk in there and you see that.
Yeah.
How does that hit Terry McLaurin?
I'm smiling, man. Like it's unbelievable to see how Josh Harris and the entire ownership group has just poured into this building, not just from a personnel standpoint, but from a resources standpoint. And for a guy who's been here for so long, I've seen it all, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to put all our business out there on the streets, but it was looking tough in there. And, the people who take care of this building did the best job to make it as presentable as they could for us. And we maximized it, but I'm not going to lie, it's nice to have everything clean and looking nice in there, and just aesthetically, you're excited to come in there. You know what I mean? It's like your home. And so I know B-Wags just made an emphasis to all the players is we got to take care of that place like it's our home. So we don't want to have, trash laying around or clothes. You know what I mean? Some guys may be a little dirty at home, but this is a shared space, you know what I mean? So we got to take care of our space. A lot of thought and resources were put into that, so we want to take care of it. But we're extremely appreciative, and just to see how this entire place has grown since I've been here is really exciting. So to be in year 7 and to see things continue to be on an upward trend, I like that. So I'm really looking forward to everything that's coming this season.